Hi, I'm going to take a look at the government shutdown deal, if that's going to happen or not. So far, they are going back and forth, and the Republicans at this time that I'm recording are, um, despite, I guess, Trump backing this bill, Democrats don't like it because some Republicans as well, because it's taking out things that they wanted in it. Um, so if you look at the links I provided by the AP news source in the community section, you can look at any one of those links, because it will show you their front page that's updating. And you can find updated information and also what was taken out. So right now, I'm just going to focus on whether or not at the end of the day, so to speak, this will go through or not. Will we have a government shutdown on our hands? Because that means people that work for the government don't get any pay over the holidays. I don't think that's very popular. They also are removing the stadium for the Commanders. I'm not big into sports with all of that, so I'm sure that will make some people upset. Missouri Republican Josh, what's his name? Hawley, whatever, wanted that, and apparently was really pushing to get that stadium put in there, but had to have it slimmed down or removed. So this isn't a happy bunch of anybody, but in particularly, I'd say the situation's pretty gnarly. So let's just take a look and see what we get. All right, just take a look and see what we get, whether or not it's going to end up shutting down or not. I'm going to use this Trish James Oracle. I'll show you what this looks like, and if you like it, you want to get on it, because her decks are limited, and once they're sold out, I can't tell you what the wait might be to get that deck, if ever again. I don't know. So anyway, it's what the box looks like. And it's called the Trish James Oracles. That's what it looks like. All right. So will government shut down, or will something become agreed upon? How is this going to go? What does it look like? I asked my spiritual mentors and my angels to help me, Holy Spirit, to read accurately and clearly on what I'm shown. How does it look? Does it look like at this time the government will shut down or not? Battles, disagreement. Well, that means like the fight is probably going to go on, so they could shut down. Well, let's take a look and see what else we have. Perspective, shift, focus. Okay. Let's see, this kid is up on this giant creature, getting a different look at the situation, the world around him. And we have battles and disagreement. It sure doesn't look like it at this point. And perspective is shifting and changing, but I think it's going to change a bit more. Strategy plan. Well, we know the GOP is trying to get their cutting of budgets, and the Republican from Kentucky wanted to make sure that if they gave, like it's his money alone to give, um, that he got his conservative desire out of it. So that means to make cuts to things that people need because they never make cuts to the wealthy. Why is that, Kentucky? Why do you keep voting these idiots in? I tend to think it's probably all geared up for them in these states. These guys like to hold on to their good old boys. And they have a little network, their little club. Slow down, take your time, strategy plan. No, I believe that the Democrats, especially, are going to, from what I've been reading, going to stick with their strategy. I think that they're going to be, and you know what? It could be on both sides of the aisle, to be fair, but there's going to be people, regardless, that are very much opposed to making a fast call and having uh, just to get it done and then having problems later on. So I think that there is an attitude prevailing of slowing it down and taking it very carefully, taking their time, filibuster, that kind of thing. um, Hakeem Jeffries very interesting. And he's like, hell no, we're not, I will, you know, stay here. And we get resilient. We get a long time. Eek. Not good if you are searching, find yourself. Resilient, a long time, find yourself. It's going to have people really, really on edge. So I don't know what a long time is, but I don't see this being resolved in all probability before the deadline, before Friday or Friday evening or whatever. Delays, hang in there. Okay. So count on delays, folks. It just does not look like anyone wants to capitulate. Delays, hang in there. Enjoy, have more fun. Okay. But seriously, I guess try the messages to try to divert your attention for a while, um, till they get this, sorted out, because this is going to go back and forth. Enjoy, have more fun. Okay, I want to know more about that. Lost, no direction, and discard, leave it behind. Maybe that's things that have to be discarded from the budget. They're going to have to give up things as well, perhaps. And they may not have a plan B. Review the past paired with options, many possibilities. And it feels to me like Spirit is saying, We know this is really stressful, but this is not the time for them to capitulate, just as the readings have been telling me it's time for them to fight from their corner. And so I see people uh, trying to find other options and review things and take this more carefully. Balance ups and downs. All right. And I get meditation, find peace and calm. So this is going to be drama. Maybe just read the news, whatever you do to lessen getting caught up in the stress. We keep getting that from spirit, don't we? Connect, ground yourself. And they need to ground. There's a scattered or a disorganized problem. And probably with the GOP, but maybe, I don't know, maybe both parties. But I tend to think it's probably the GOP because we have Musk's influence and then Trump's influence now. I think we're getting a little bit of a match between hubrises, between egos. And that could make for some kind of scattered confusion, loss of direction. Health. Look after yourself. Well, you kind of need sometimes your money in order to do that. Maybe that's going to be the focus. And intuition. Trust yourself. Trust your gut in decisions that you have to make where this affects you or your family. And make sure that your health is prioritized. Goals, stepping stones, goals, stepping stones. Okay. Looks like they're getting closer. Emotions, deep connection. It's just going to go on for a while. And I think emotions are going to reach that 11th hour. Travel, time to get away. Wonder if that's like for the holidays, Christmas, New Year's. It's got the bus. Also the what do you call that? Well, RV. And it's paired with spirit guide. Ask for help. Okay. So we need to pull back from the drama and ask our spirit guides for help for these dingbats that are holding up money that needs to go to the people, as opposed to nonsense. You create your destiny, paired with movement, wheels in motion. So it looks to me like we're going to have people that take more of a stand and hold to being resilient and not giving in. They want to serve their constituents. Resourceful. You will find a way. Paired with new ideas or cutting cords. Well, this is going to be interesting. And I think what we're going to see, is where before we may have been more willing to capitulate, things now are all going to be at the 11th hour. And that's where we're going to get a lot of this stress. And that's another reason why to remember, the mantra of letting go of what you can't control and giving it over to the spirit guides. They even are saying that. I've never had them hop in. I've used this deck a little bit, but not a lot. All right. Let me just see with the other deck. Although I do think this one probably gave us a very accurate reading with my typical Albano Rider-Waite deck. Let's just see what we get. Will there be a government shutdown? Will there be a government shutdown? How is it looking? As of this time, will there be a government shutdown? What do we need to know? And again, I'm just asking spiritual mentors to guide us. We get the Three of Cups. Oh, they're fighting. Look at that. And the Five of Wands, which is the competition by both parties to get in what they want and to take out what they don't want, and trying to agree. Looks like a real fight on one's hands. And it's very lively with that Three of Cups between, I think, the parties. We have the Moon, doubtful. There's uncertainty as of this time, which is 3:29 Pacific time in the afternoon on Thursday. And we also have the restrictive card and the need to think outside of the typical restraint, outside the box. But we have restraint on moving forward, on being able to move forward with something. So I think both are going to have to shave down things. And I think it's a real butting of heads. This is going to go on for a bit. Waiting and seeing with the Two of Wands, how that plays out, paired with the anxiety card. This means people watching it that depend on the money, that where this has just been kicked around by GOP, no thought to the people that need this. It makes them anxious again. Follow what I was saying about trying to handle or manage the anxiety. And if you're not sure which one that is, just look for the card with the reading with the angel on the thumbnail. Okay, we have Biden show up with the King of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, holding on, control, keeping secure, stable. So I don't think they're going to be giving an inch there, and they're going to be holding on to what they want out of this budget. There's the Page of Swords. This is hypervigilance. This is being very watchful, and keeping an eye on the change. It's fast moving. We also get the Page of Wands. These are beginnings. I feel like it's some new thinking that was described in the other with the other deck, and maybe be connected through Biden holding down or talking about the hold. And I'm sure trying to get this sorted out. We have the Ten of Swords, painful ending, connected to plans. and things that I think some of these lawmakers have been trying to bring into the budget. But they're going to have to release and let go of some of it. We have working hard and to craft something new again, and it's something that's done repeatedly over, it's going on and it's connected to the past. Here we have decline, the issue of health care and well-being, because they're farting around. And this is a big risk to take that puts people at risk of, I think, even homelessness, in some cases, but at least their health and the general well-being, our economy. This is a big, big risk and foolishness that Musk has done. This is just the start of some of the nonsense that he's going to bring. So we have confusion, and there, as it said, also there are a lot of options that are available. It's just a matter of the lawmakers agreeing. And this is the funding, the debt, the budget. There are options. There is more than one way around this. The Queen of Wands. This could be a female representative, and abundance. So dealing with also health. So I feel like a female representative in there, standing up for women's needs and health and well-being and families. Also, there was a law in there that would attempt to protect people from the use of AI, using someone's face and putting it on a nude body. That's been going around. The Lovers, these are agreements as well, partnerships, and we have pulling back and peace, healing, and harmony. So I believe eventually there's going to be some kind of harmony, but the choices and the options have to be considered, and it's serious. It shouldn't be done, according to the spiritual mentors, haphazardly. Again, this is going to go up and down. A lot of drama, and also shuffling of money with the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Swords. I think clarity and where this money is going and coming, how things are going to be managed, and having to perhaps shuffle some money from other things, move it around. But I see here an agreement will be finally made, but my God, it's emotional. It's high charge of emotions coming, overflowing. And again, with the different parties collaborating to overcome those that, are creating problems. So it looks like eventually it will get sorted out, but I see this going on for a while. And waiting to maybe the new year. That feels like the new year, looking across, looking forward, looking into the future for that ship, that opportunity, or what it is they are seeing as an opportunity to make further adjustments, and we get change with the Wheel of Fortune. There is change coming on the horizon, big changes. And a lot of it is going to be connected to karma. And destiny. And here we have Trump paired, with justice. Lou, may I look at your home, please? Excuse me, I need all your computers. There is recognition of someone that comes through a battle, of a winner, and there is the star. So I think there is hope, and I think some sort of real effort for the people will be made, and not from the GOP so much, unfortunately, but more of those that don't like what is on offer on both sides. This will, I think, get sorted out, but it is really going to be a fight. Again, not liking what the other one's offering. It's just like, stoic. And there's also a cruelty here, a disconnection from the needs of people. I'm sure that the Republican wealthy representatives with their lifetime health care benefits don't sweat at night. They'll just lie to their constituents some more, who can't seem to get them out of office. But there's a cruelty here. There's a ruthlessness and a disconnection, an indifference, and manipulation, also communication, manifestation, trying to manifest the funds, get what that is each team side, wants, and holding people to account, not letting people off the hook. There is a calling to stand up and communicate, make an effort to manifest, bring things through for the people, and hold those accountable that don't. There's hardship and betrayal that is on offer. Okay. And again, with losses, and people are going to have to bring to balance disappointment, because they're going to not be able to get exactly what they wanted. And unfortunately, I'm sure that's going to be also where the needs of the people are concerned. So it looks like this is not going to be done in time. Maybe we'll be looking at the new year for them to reconvene and hammer it out. Queen of Pentacles and Council with the Hierophant. For me, this is the economy. And again, more counsel about the finance of America. And I see conservatives here too. But again, there's the message. Fight from your corner. Don't give up. You got to fight for what you want. You got to stand up to them. And they're going to make it a tooth and nail event because they're not going to back down either. Here we get, again, the president and authority with the emperor, and we're getting issues, I think, of personal, the 1%, perhaps, the extremely wealthy. This is also to do with a great deal of money, and this makes me feel like this could be connected to also somebody that like Elon and oligarchs, kind of billionaires and wealthy representatives in law, in the Senate, the House, Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. This is bringing a woman that brings compassion and empathy and takes action. Was it Annie Custer? She had something super interesting to say, that she was not, that she was not going to go back to her constituents because that's who she's going to stay and fight for, more or less, if I'm paraphrasing. So there are good people there. King of Wands, oops, to me that's Elon. I think he's using too many substances with the Ten of Cups. I really do. I think he's loopy there. That energy just feels over the top with the 10. And we get an acceleration, something quickening with the Eight of Wands, and an ending. Maybe it will be the ending of Elon's partnership with Trump, because, he does not like somebody getting all of the bravado when he feels like he should be the one receiving the praise. So I doubt this is a literal end for Elon, but an end of some kind is coming, and it's connected to him. And this is again with the cups. There's this smug attitude of the wealthy merchant, and it's paired with giving crumbs to those who are really in need. So you got a wealthy man telling the poor what it is that they need, but he's fine, Jack. He's got his. It's just not going to sit well with people. That's okay. I guess maybe this will help to have Elon show his ass to more people that think that he's so fantastic. Yeah. Here's the oppression, here's the disorganization, here's the chaos, and the mess that the two of them and their bullcrap bring. And we have the King of Pentacles. As far as I'm concerned, it would be Elon and Trump, because both of them are so money grubbing and grifters. So fast moving actions taken where money is concerned. Taking a look at money and support, donations, that kind of thing. Something is off. So this might lead to something further coming out, I wonder. Knight of Wands, taking action. We're hearing about things. Someone's stepping away. So again, the ending. So I think Elon might step away. All right. We'll just wait and see what happens there. So if you appreciate readings like this, and I'm sorry I can't give you happier news, but it looks like this is a fight worth fighting for, right? So people are just going to have to really try and do the best they can, and God help them. And remember what I said about connecting and speaking with, praying to our spiritual helpers, our angels, connect to spirit. That was mentioned. Just see if I can find that card again. Let me just look back here because I just want to show it again. Because it looks like, this is, it's been shuffled up. It looks like this is, again, a very difficult thing for people, and the need to reach out to our spiritual mentors because they're there. And if you're stuck in a bad position because of this, it's saying reach out to spirit. Don't discount that. And so I'm going to leave it right there. And you can feel free to share your opinions below. As always, I ask you not to be harsh with people who are leaving a comment unless they're a Trump troll. Okay? All right. All right. Thank you so much. And we're going to make it through this. But this is the start, really, of some of the frustration and mess that they're going to create. But it's their own undoing in the end. Just remember that. All right. I'll talk to you soon in the next video. Bye.